Get him on and tell him we live. You now tuned in to the greatest show in the universe. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell. We also want you to subscribe to our other page, the Galactic Cap Twisters page. We got the links in the descriptions. Also, we want to shout out another brother who's putting in work at Revision Network Radio, right? We got his link below too. Be sure to go subscribe to the brother's page so you can help him get his subscribers up, right? So he can get his page monetized. The brother's putting in work, so we want to help him make some scratch so he can get his wife off his back. So the brother's putting in work, dropping shows back to back. We want to help him get up past 1,000 subscribers, right? So shout out that brother. We're going to be shouting other brothers out, right, in the other shows, so we can help these brothers out in the community so they can start getting some scratch, man. Can you dig it? We told you we was premiering new artists on the show, right? This next artist goes by the name Almond Music, right? And his song is entitled Don't Lie. So we're gonna bring the brother on, and after the song, we'll start the show.
Look me in my eyes, why you telling lies? Man, something ain't right. Shit, I despise. Man, I hate this. That's us, chosen. Sent by the Most High, baby. Do you testify? Put your right hand up. Telling all these lies keep pouring. Over and over again, got me straight snoring. Keep repeating yourself, tell that shit to Lauren. Always complaining, sound like a Karen. Stop. Media pushing lies, politicians pushing lies, cops telling lies, courts pushing lies, people telling lies, streets telling lies, all these damn lies. Blackfoot is my tribe. Look me in my eyes. Reparations, you lie. Stop all these lies. Look me in my eyes. Man, look me in my eyes, man. Why you telling lies? Man, something ain't right. Shit, I despise. Man, I hate this. That's us, chosen. Sent by the Most High, baby. Do you testify? Put your right hand up. Telling me lies. Look me in my eye. Why you telling lies? Shit, I despise. Telling me.
Roll back, everyone. That's all I want to say right now, and let you guys know I'm here. That's all.
Yeah, roll back, big bro.
Do you have enough food and water and equipment to survive without having to go to the stove 6 months to a year? Do you have enough water? Do you have enough dry food supplies? Do you have a secondary plan when the lights go out to meet up with your family and to hook up? Do you have a group together? You know, these different things, because that volcano over there in the La Palma, that thing there is exploded, man, and it's heating up the water in the northern hemisphere to speed up the process of melting those ice caps. Like I was telling the other brothers, we came here as Anunnakis in order to make the water subside over the landmass, where we draw all the water to the North Pole and froze it in like ice cubes. So it's big ice blocks, so that water is frozen. When that water melts, it's going to start to increase the water level on the planet, because the water level at first was covering this landmass, but now it ain't covering the landmass because we froze all that water at the North Pole. But now that shit's starting to melt. You know, they call it global warming. We know it's the sun heating up by that volcano heating up that water, you know what I'm saying, tide that's sending that water up to that northern area where them ice cubes is melting that shit real fast. So it's causing the water level to rise real fast. They ain't saying that. They delivering a lot of food underground to their bunkers.
Roll back.
Hey, real quick, before he gets back on, I just want to add, also they dropped 3 asteroid impact movies this year with Greenland, and then they came out with Moonfall coming out with Halle Berry. Then they got another one with Leonardo DiCaprio called Don't Look Up. You know what I'm saying? So that's 3 asteroid movies in 1 year. What's going on? But I just want to say that.
Roll back, family. Roll back.
Oh, and Dune came out, by the way. Y'all might want to go check that out.
Go ahead, Masucci Ray.
Welcome back. I was just trying to write on the 3 movies that the brothers mentioned. Don't Look Up, Greenland, and I ain't the third one.
That's Brother Ra. Can you tell them the third movie, Brother Ra?
Yeah, so right back. Ashukwu Anuki Reye. So the first movie was Greenland, starring Gerard Butler. The second one it's coming out very soon, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, it's called Don't Look Up. They got it as a dark comedy, but it's about, long story short, a scientist sees an asteroid about to hit the planet, the government line, blah, blah, blah. But they got the movie as under a comedy. Go check the trailer out. Then the third one coming out with Halle Berry fine ass, directed by Roland Emmerich. So his movie 2012, he got those big apocalyptic movies. So he got one coming out called Moonfall. Woo! Now, I watched the trailer. That was spooky. That's about the moon. Some giant celestial object is wreaking havoc on the planet. Long story short. So when I saw the trailer, I immediately thought about Nibiru. Those are 3 movies.
Right, you said that Moonfall, right? Moonfall?
Yeah, the one with Halle Berry is called Moonfall.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
They don't got no money to pay their bills, so they pretty much over with. They running a strange program like Brother Love was saying last week. And we already knew this. Elijah Muhammad told us a long time ago that these people were going out of business eventually. You know what I'm saying? The Bible, everybody. It's written everywhere about this place going out of business. So it ain't gonna be no shocker when it do. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a shocker to us. You know what I'm saying? We already should know that, hey, America has ran its course. The universe is just sick and tired of it. They out of business, man. So they don't got no money to buy no more goods. They raising the prices. Everything ain't grass down here. $3. That's really high as hell, man. $3 in the South for gas. That's really high as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? So gas going. Joe Biden is single-handedly over the country. I mean, it was already bad, but Joe Biden, man, you gotta listen to some of the stuff this dude say, man. This dude, either he dumb as hell, or he just don't give a damn what the hell he's saying. Who's writing this nigga's speeches, man? Because, we're gonna help you guys out. Like, this is what I wanna know. What is the $11 billion that this nigga got? He only gave us $1,200 measly dollars, and then half people didn't even get that. So where is the damn $11 trillion? Why y'all broke? If you just borrowed $11 trillion right when you got an office, where's the money now? You mean tell me you put that all back into the economy? You gave it all to the American people?
Joe Biden is an Indian giver. He give you $1,200 measly dollars, and then he take it right back in taxes and raising the gas prices and raising your property tax. Shout out Donald Trump, making America great again. And I know there's going to be a lot of controversy behind me saying that, but we know in places where you know not. Shout out my brother, President R19 Body, right? For President 2024.
It's like a domino effect. Eventually, the stores, everything is starting to look less and less and less. And they putting a number on how many you can buy. They finna tax the American people every month. Because it's like this. They're on leasing, right? They had a lease for a year. They signed a lease for a year, right, in November last year. And that lease going to be up November 3rd, but it actually was up on October the 1st. They were trying to make a decision on if they finna still pay month to month or they finna pay another year. But they don't got enough money to pay a whole year worth of rent. So they paid 3 months. And that was on an IOU type thing, meaning we going to agree to pay y'all this money by December 3rd if we can raise it. How they going to raise it? They going to raise the price of gas, raise the price of milk, even though us on the phone, we probably don't even drink milk. I'm just saying, as far as commodity, they're going to raise certain things, butter, milk. They're going to raise all the stuff that we buy. They're going to raise that shit to an extra $1. Even like I was telling the other brothers earlier, the dollar store, they said that we ain't going to even call it the dollar store no more because everything got to go into $1.50 to $2 now. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be the dollar store no more. It's going to be the $3 store. You know what I'm saying? They taxing the American people to raise money to pay their rent by December 3rd. And if they don't pay that shit, they finna get evicted. I'll tell you.
Can I interject something? We got the 15th elder wants to make a comment, and we got some new people coming in tonight, so I encourage them to ask questions, and if they're not familiar with the young elder, the 15th elder, and the other elders on here, feel free to ask questions. And so on that note, 15th elder.
Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. I was just, gonna be patient. I was just trying to say that along the lines of what my brother said, they out of business. And usually when a business is going out of business, they sell their business to another company. the case of America or the United States, they were in debt to China's business. China's business, they have not just China, we're talking about Asians over there in the Orient, and one of their symbols is the dragon, okay? They even have dragon holidays. So we already know who they're turning it over to. They're turning it over to the dragon. United States, as a business or corporation, according to my perception, Asians own it now. Americans don't own it anymore. Asians own it. They didn't slip the bill to them because that's who they owe. And since they owe them, they're leaving, right, and tunneling their way out because seen Elon Musk just developed another machine that drills and tunnels into the earth. Mm-hmm. So he just got something else together to where it makes it easier for them to do this. They're going to have a new system where they want to be able to do business underground, have people drive underground, work underground, all this. Like I said before in another class, they just want to control the surface from underground. They want to be able to do business and work with the dragon, which is the Asians, the Chinese. They want to work with them. They're going to be the richest nation on the planet right now because we didn't take over here in the United States in 2000. We let it slip. So we're sitting in the middle of a germ warfare where Asia, as the dragon, they didn't came over here and started killing off Americans. They started killing off U.S. citizens for the simple fact that they run it now and they want to trim the fat before they completely take over. Bill Gates and them, they're helping them do this because they owe them.
Everything you say makes sense. Go ahead. My bad. Everything you said line up. Perfect. Go ahead.
And Joe Biden is the bid that they put in. Plus, those of us that voted for Biden voted forbidden because he's the forbidden one. There is no more presidents right now. You're getting dictators, okay? Now, at this moment, every dictator that gets in is trying to help out the next company take over. USA is a business corporation, it's through. The only collateral that they have is bodies. They don't have no gold. They don't have nothing else. All they have is laborers, workers, bodies. So this is what they're giving them. China, like, we don't need all your bodies. We got over 1 million soldiers. We don't need nothing from y'all. So they're trimming the fat. And the germ warfare, they're going to keep hitting us with shots and forcing them on us. They don't care what your rights is because they have a different set of rules. They're under a dictatorship. They don't rule the same way America have been used to ruling. And you know who's going to have a major problem with this shift? White folks, Europeans, Caucasians, ones that don't know nothing about nothing, that don't know what's going on. But the Nubian people like us, this ain't our war. This is not our fight. We're supposed to get out of the way. Let them eat each other. And we know Asians will eat anything. And I mean anything. From brains to hearts to they eat it all. I've seen it. They got exotic restaurants over there. You talking about reptilian. You talking about dragon. These beings will eat anything. And they will feed you anything. They make cabbage and lettuce out of plastic. And they sell it. So I'm just letting you know what we dealing with. The original beings that brought in the artificial sex bots. They brought that to the Americans' attention. They had been doing business with America, been an undertaking or overtaking of these particular Asians. Now you got to think about it. Are they our adversary or are they theirs? I would say they're not ours. That's why I say get out of their way. They know who you are. You're way more older than they are, you see? So thank y'all for letting me speak on that. Appreciate y'all for listening.
I want to say this real quick before we go on. We got people that don't know that we spent 7 days speaking on the subject of United States defaulting on their loan. And now the country that they defaulted to is coming over to collect on their loan, and the collateral is American citizens. So therefore, we spoke in length on our people getting their nationality identification as Moors. And even some people on here, since we start speaking about it, actually implemented that for their lives. So there's people that just came on today that I sent the link to. And if you want to ask any questions about that before we go to another subject next week, since we're talking about the collateral that we'll be collecting on, it will be the actual American citizens that's considered chattel, which is another word for cattle. So you don't want to be American citizen, Negro, black, or color. And so if people wasn't around when we were talking about this particular subject, feel free to ask us anything about that tonight. And I yield. Did you want to say something, Masuti Ray?
The young elder spoke about how are they going to encase us in to keep us from going out? So now the wall that they built, how would it encompass everything to be locked in, all the way around the United States or whatever the case may be? How'd it go?
Okay, in 1938, the so-called rich and powerful began buying up plots of land down in South America and Brazil. And in fact, this is what Adolf Hitler escaped to once they faked his death. They shot a lookalike in the head. Adolf Hitler supposedly escaped in a submarine to these secret underground locations that they got down in South America. So when the chaos break out, the outbreak break out, they want to keep people from getting out, right? And getting down there where they at. So that's what that's all about. And they know about Nibiru, right? Coming back into the solar system and causing calamities on the planet. So if you live close to the shores, move inland at least 200 miles from the shore, because the tides is gonna be real funny. We already training for this. Like if you go back and watch the host part 2 that I put out years ago, I say you the phase that's about to happen now with them cutting the lights off. Are you prepared for when they cut the phones off? Like some people need to start practicing right now on how to communicate without your phone. I tell you, man, that's gonna be, they setting us up. They spoiling us. They spoiling us, man. They setting us up. We need to go back to nature. Phone, nothing but a military two-way walkie-talkie. That's all it is. The military had this shit 20 years before we even got a phone. The military had phones. So we just preparing ourselves to be without, depending on this beast. We don't want to go to him to get no food, water, or nothing. People think they need a phone, but technically they don't. You know what I'm saying? You can live without a phone. You ain't gonna die without a phone. If you won't die without it, you know what I'm saying? You don't need it. But there's a lot of people gonna die without the damn phone. So, man, we gotta start preparing ourselves. Kids, they stuck on these video games, they gonna be hurt when they cut that damn electricity out, or the internet where you can't play no damn video game. The kids ain't gonna know what to do. They don't know how to fish. Back in the day, man, when I was a kid, we used to go out and use our imagination. We used more of our imagination back in the day. Kids don't use their damn imagination no more. The game creates their imagination. It tells them what imagination is. You know what I'm saying? We used to go outside and play house, play church, play, whatever. We create shit to play, man. And now the kids don't do that no more. What they doing is they turning the kids into robots. They turning their imagination into artificial intelligence. It's artificial imagination. I'm telling you, so we're going to eventually have to get out of here and go back to the mother country for a while until this place can be reset. All the government agencies packing all that shit and they getting out of here and going underground, and then they leaving robots and artificial intelligence in charge, and they're going to try to control those robots and tell us what to think on the surface through robots. You know what I'm saying? I saw a UN truck. I saw a big ass train that was at least almost 1.5 miles long that had UN trucks, UN tanks, different type of ride vehicles. So they already know it's about to be rides. It's about to happen. I don't think people understand the seriousness of America's being bankrupt and going out of business. America is the one that buys these goods from other countries. You already know that some of this stuff is from other countries, and they can't afford it, man. You said it's crazy, but are you prepared? If this government shut down right now, if the Kroger's and Brookshire's and Walmart and all these places we like to go to get food and shelter and gas, if they shut down right now, what are you going to do? Are you prepared? Do you have enough supplies in your house for you and your family to last at least 6 months to a year? Do you have enough supplies? Because if this shit shut down, what are you going to do? People not even thinking about that. They just going on, la, 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 la. Do you got enough water to last you 6 months? If they cut the water off, do you got enough food supplies to last you 6 months? Can you protect your family in a time of somebody coming to take what's yours? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a plan to tell if your city get overrun, where are you going? Where are you going if your city get overrun? Because there's going to be some cities that get overrun. Like the main city is going to get overrun. And if you ain't in a group, being by yourself, it's going to be harder versus if you was in a group of people. Go ahead.
Okay, well, what it's going to say, a solar generator. A solar generator is pretty good. I got Rockpal. It's Rockpal, and they're selling theirs pretty inexpensive. I got 500 watts, but they got wattage higher than that. And so it comes with solar panels, and it generates electricity.
It's actually a way you can make these generators. You can make a magnetic generator, solar generator. You can make these things. They actually got a dude, it's called Creative Thinker. He got a lot of different technology that he putting out that's free energy. And we actually can order some of this stuff and start building.
You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna put a book out about it, but it's so much information that we gotta put out before that. But that's the next level of information. The team was already teaching it a while back, trying to tell us how to create these magnetic boxes and things. I got a box full of a lot of the equipment already because I was ordering all the pieces, right? So when I get around to it, I already have all the shit to start putting them together. So I got the magnets, I got the wire, I got like different toys that my son broke up that were like race cars. I got different electronic components in it. I got a box of that. I'm gonna use those pieces to actually start making some of these generators and things. So yeah, that's one thing we might want to look into too. We look back into what the 15 was saying about the magnetic box. You actually got a solar generator they had made too on there. So if you can't afford to pay $2,000 for a solar generator, shit, you can pay $50 for the parts and make your own. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. If you buy a generator and you use it, then it break down and you don't know how to fix it, then you out of business. But if you make your own generator, when it breaks down, you can have extra parts to put it together yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you built it, so you know how to put it back together. Or if you got the money, buy one of theirs, take it apart, see how it works. That's what the Chinese do. When they buy something from America, they take it down screw by screw and lay it on the ground. And then they redesign that part. And then they put their own plane together. So that way they don't have to buy no parts from the US. The Iranians got screwed over like that. They bought a whole bunch of jet from the American government, but now them things starting to need maintenance and they breaking down. America banned selling to them. So now they can't even buy parts to fly the planes that America sold them. So that was a waste of money because they can't even build the parts to get it back in the air. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take all that into consideration too. Buying shit from them and then they break down and then they say, oh yeah, we ain't selling, both parts. Another thing is like cities like New York, those areas are highly dangerous because of a lot of people. So a lot of people gonna say, oh man, we ain't worried about that. When they had this next winter storm, they had us down for a week last time. It's gonna be probably 2 or 3 weeks this time. Go ahead.
Thank you, big brother. I mean, I wanted to ad lib on what my brother was saying about being prepared and what you said too about the generators we could get. I was talking about learning how to make them, but you can go out. I would recommend, like, if y'all got a half-price bookstore or a bookstore on engineering and electrical engineering, just go get it so you can have that in your house as leverage on these types of things. Grab a book on herbs that you can eat straight out the ground, okay? You need to know what you can eat off the ground, which weeds, because, weeds are herbs. So we can process them in our skillets or whatnot. Cats got to have fire starter kits if they don't know how to make friction fires. And you got to have the knowledge of doing that as well. There's a book called The Art of Shinku. If you got the book, The Art of Shinku, it has everything in it you need to know to be a traveler and travel on your own or as a group with your family and have all the necessary knowledge of building shelters and grabbing food, taking care of health, which plants, aid in reversing poisons and toxins. And they give you a full spectrum of survival information in The Art of Shinku, okay? That book is called The Intergalactic Traveler's Guide. That's what it's called. All right. The generators, make sure you get the solar panel generator. They got different types. If you just Google it, Amazon got plenty they selling. You need to make sure you research how much amps it takes or how much watts it would take to power your household. Go to your box and see how much power it takes to generate and light up your house. Then you're gonna have to learn how to connect the generators to where the solar panel is constantly recharging the battery, okay? Because you're gonna need to get a rechargeable battery, a lithium battery, get a lithium car battery. Take the car battery and hook that up to your solar panels and your generators, and then hook that up to an inverter, and then you can plug things in. Okay, the inverter allows you to have a plug socket. Okay, so you're gonna have to hook these things up and learn how to hook these things up. They have all the information on YouTube right now. Just go look it up. There's engineers out here right now giving out free information on which motors to use and how to take motors out of treadmills, how to take magnets and things out of microwaves and take certain things apart, re-engineer them to make them work for you. That way, you're never going to be in a situation where even after you got everything that you can get stocked up, you got the knowledge to carry yourself with ease. With everything you got stocked up, you don't even have to blow through it because you got information on what to go outside need. And if you have no idea what to go outside need off the ground, watch the deer. They'll show you. The rabbits will show you. Eat what the rabbits and the deers eat, okay? That's all I want to say. I yield. I appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you.
Look me in my eyes, why you telling lies? That something ain't right. Shit, I despise. Man, I hate this. Telling me lies. Don't do that. Yeah, we them guys. That's us. Chosen. Shit by the Most High. Most High, baby. Do you testify? Put your right hand up. Telling all these lies keep boring. Over and over again, got me straight snoring. Keep repeating yourself, tell that shit to Lauren. Always complaining, sound like a Karen. Stop. Media pushing lies, politicians pushing lies, cops telling lies, courts pushing lies, school telling lies, streets telling lies, all these damn lies. Blackfoot is my tribe. Look me in my eyes. Reparations, you lie.